kind of view playoffs the same, where obviously you want to win the game, but you just feel out the game offensively, defensively, who can play, who can't play? It's more of a feel out game?
I mean, you definitely want to win the game, but more for me is a fill out game to see what they're trying to do, see how they're trying to attack us, and see what they're trying to do defensively to take away our best players. So you kind of use that game as a fill out game to see, what they're doing, and then you try to come back and make some adjustments and capitalize from there.
We'll move over to Andrew.
Hey, Ty, yesterday you'd mentioned you had some tough decisions ahead of game 2 because of the rotation, as well as Pat and Boogie and those guys played. Everyone off the bench played. Do you still anticipate going 10 or 11 deep tonight? And if not, kind of what decisions go into how you're going to decide the rotation tonight?
Not 11, maybe 10. The first half, just kind of see and get a feel. And then after that, we'll make some adjustments in the second half and go from there.
We'll move over to Miriam.
Hey, Ty. Luke Kennard has had a couple real productive games for you guys. I know throughout the season you kind of wanted him to shoot it and shoot with confidence. It seems like he's doing that. Is that something you see you just look for on the court, or do you see that off the court? Is there like a tell in a guy's demeanor that he kind of is feeling good?
Yeah, I mean, just the way he's been playing those 5-on-5 games. Be able to check him out, just watch him play with a lot of confidence. Shooting the ball very well. And, just want to give him an opportunity. And the way Dallas was playing us, I know if we inserted him in the lineup, he was going to make some shots. And, game 6, he played great defensively. And then game 7, he came out and made some big threes for us. And, that carried over to game 1 here against Utah. Him being able to space the floor, make shots, and kind of open it up more for Kawhi and PG.
Let's move over to Mark Medina.
Hey, Ty, good to see you. After the game the other night, Paul was saying that he'll have a better approach for tonight. What do you think that approach needs to be?
What the approach needs to be?
Yeah.
Just be aggressive. Shoot the basketball, be aggressive. Do what you've been doing all year. Don't overthink it. We have how we want to attack this team. We go bare in favors. The difference between the two, and just go out and play.
Let's move over to Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach, what's up? Donovan being so good at splitting defenders seems to make it difficult to blitz and fire at him as much as you'd like to. And he ended up doing pretty well getting downhill in the second half the other night. What are some of the ways you can make it easier on the defense against him when it comes to stuff like that?
Make it easier on the defense?
Yeah, to kind of stop him from splitting the doubles as much.
Yeah, I just think having more impact. The guy guarding the ball has to be on the body a little bit more. When you're off his body, he's too good at, like you said, rejecting. He's too good at splitting, and he's too good at dribbling around. So the primary defender has to do a great job of just being on his body more, so our shows can be better and our blitzes can be better. But he was just too comfortable last game, so we got to, show him a crowd, give him some different looks and make it a little harder for him. But last game was just way too easy.
Let's move over to Rebecca Harlow.
Hey, Ty, you're talking about Kennard. I mean, obviously we see especially when he's shooting so well, what he brings to you guys. But what stands out about his basketball IQ or the other things of value that he brings when he's on the floor for 30 minutes a night, aside from just his skill set?
Be on the floor, guys have to know where he's at on the floor, and you have to guard him. You have to stand next to him and be aware. But also, he's just not a shooter. He can put the ball on the floor, and he can create plays for other guys. He can also run pick and roll. So he's not your just ordinary, just catch and shoot 3-point shooter. He can put the ball on the floor. He can penetrate. He can make plays off the dribble as well. So that's what makes him different than just a normal shooter.
We'll move over to Law.
What's happening, Ty? So the Jazz, they're a really good rebounding team. Obviously, the Clippers playing a little bit smaller. I feel like it puts more of an emphasis on trying to create more turnovers. You mentioned the pressure and the physicality that they put on your offense. What is a way that your defense can do that to their offense in this game?
As far as rebounding basketball?
Not just rebounding, but forcing turnovers.
Oh, I think, like I said, number one thing is rebounding the ball. And that was a problem for us in the first 2 games of the Dallas series. Like, they crashed 4 guys, and we really had to lock in to, turn around, check, and hit. And we have to do the same thing with this team because they're a better offensive rebounding team than Dallas was. So we understand that. And especially playing small, we have to do that as well. But I think defensively, we just got to be more physical, get in the bodies, show crowds. I just thought it was too comfortable last game. We really didn't apply a lot of pressure. They had a Niang bringing the ball up the floor, and we didn't even get up in pressure at all. So, we got to do a better job of being physical, being on guys' body, and making it harder for them.
Okay, we're going to move over to David Locke. I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong.
That's fine. Ty, interesting. You're playing two really different defensive styles with the small lineup switching and the drop big with your bigs. What are your strengths and weaknesses in your mind in those two contrasting styles?
Well, I think we play small, switching. You saw the start of the game, takes them out of their continuity offense and, makes them play one-on-one, which Donovan Mitchell had a great one-on-one game, especially in that second half. So it takes away what they want to do as far as just moving around bodies, fluidity in our offense. And so we just wanted to do a better job of just taking that away, making them play one-on-one, but it kind of hurts in the second half. And then with our bigs coming in the game, with Zoo and with Cousins, just being in the drop, more rim protection, more physical, guys who set screens more guys that can block shots and be there to protect the rim a little bit more. So, like I said, it's two different defenses, and we want to give them different looks because they're great offensively.
We'll take a few more. We'll move over to Farbot.
Hey, Coach, you guys already had a lot of pressure and expectations with this team, and you just went through like the most stressful first round back against the wall situation possible. How do you kind of balance, calming down the nerves if there are any? Do you guys even think about it, or is there kind of just techniques you do when you get home to take your mind off of things?
No, just play basketball. You prepare, you hold guys accountable, you commit, and you execute, and that's it. You leave it out on the floor, then you move on.
We'll move over to Shane Young.
Hey, Ty, hope all is well. In what ways does Royce O'Neal make it difficult for you guys or anyone for that matter defensively?
He plays hard. He's physical. He has some toughness, but we just got to do a better job of owning our space. Our bigs and our guards, whoever screen him, we got to make sure we hit him. We got to make sure we screen and we come up and attack with pace. But he did a good job last game of, getting into Kawhi and trying to deny him the basketball, making him hard to have elbow catches and things like that. So we got to do a better job of owning our space, and we got to do a better job of screening him.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll close out with Cam.
Hey, good afternoon, Coach. You mentioned some months ago, Coach, that when making adjustments, you go by your gut feel for the game. When you're making these adjustments and you're going by that feel, how much does analytics play into your determination?
Well, analytics are important, but also the eye test for me is even more important. And sometimes you watch the game and, you get the numbers, you're like, what? Like, I can't believe that those are the numbers. But I just go off feeling the eye test. And, you listen to analytics because they're right. The numbers don't lie, but also just going by the eye test of, what you see in the game, through the course of the game, what time of the game it is that you have to feel that you want to do something. So all that plays a factor. And, analytics are important, but, I think the eye test and having a feel is even more important.
All right. Thanks, Ty. That's all I have for you. Have a good game.
All right, thank you.
All right. See everybody post game.